Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Saturday, the 20th, I believe, of June. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so it's definitely Saturday. And so happy Father's Day to everybody out there. The new dads. Dads are already been dads, dads to be, all that good stuff. So I know tomorrow I'm going to be with my kids. We're going to do some fun stuff. So happy Father's Day to everybody out there. So, okay, let's get down to business here. This video is going to be about driver trainers. And to be honest with you, I've tried to make this video a bunch of times, and it's always gone off 58 million different tangents, and one thing leads to something else and something else. So here's the moral of the story. I've kind of narrowed it down to a couple key points that I think are important. Now, some of you may have heard me say before that I've never been out with a trainer, and that's true. I may have mentioned that before, I don't know. Because I kind of did everything backward, like I mentioned. I did local, regional, then over the road. I never had a trainer, but on the flip side, I've been a trainer, and I've trained a couple guys, so I kind of have the best of both worlds there. So this is just a couple tips from me to you to kind of aid you guys in the process of dealing with your trainers. First thing I can tell you is you have to be personable. You know, and I get it, not everybody gets along with everybody, but the thing is you gotta live with this dude, or chick, or girl if chick offends you, sorry. You gotta live with this person in this little cube back here for like anywhere from 1 week to 6 weeks. It just depends on where you go and how it works. So, you have to get along, you know what I mean? And you have to understand that you kind of have to look at it as like you're a guest in someone's house. That's their truck. You know, you kind of got to do what they want you to do, you know what I mean? Now, granted, they're going to make you feel welcome and everything else, but still, I mean, if you smoke and they don't, well, guess what? You're beat. You know what I mean? If he doesn't want drinks in the cup holder, no drinks in the cup holder, you know, or just whatever it might be. That's just how it is. I mean, it's their truck. You know, but at the same token, I mean, I've never known anybody who's been a trainer who's been a real dickbag and, you know, not let you live because they understand what it's like to be out on the road. So, but like I said, you got to be personable so you can kind of mesh with these people, because that's going to go a long way in how you guys, or how you learn from that person, and how, you know, in turn, he feels comfortable or she feels comfortable with you to give you the best training you can get. So you have to be personable. Second thing is you have to be attentive and willing to learn, because I can tell you from my personal experience, the first guy I ever took out, he didn't want to do nothing. He wanted to sit in that passenger seat and sleep. You know, and as a trainer, I'm there to make sure that you become the safest, most qualified driver that you can possibly become. And right out of the gate, which comes back to that personable thing, if you're not willing to learn and be attentive and listen to what I'm telling you, or I should say the trainer is telling you, then, you know, you're already halfway out of the truck. You know, it's just not going to work. So, like I said, you know, if you guys get along, the training experience is going to be that much better because you're living in close quarters. More likely you're going to be eating meals together. You're going to be, you know, doing a lot of stuff together. Another thing is that I can tell you is ask questions, because he's not there just to teach you how to drive the truck. You know, yeah, I mean, he's going to help you fine-tune your skills, you know, shifting, backing, turning, all that good stuff. But while you're in that truck with that trainer, you want to pick their brain, man. You want to really, really learn this business, because if you have goals down the line of maybe you want to eventually become a trainer yourself, or, you know, go into lease purchase, owner op, or just become a fleet owner, whatever you want to do, you want to learn the business, and there's no better way to learn from somebody who has the knowledge to share, you know. And to be honest with you, that's what I'm trying to do with this whole YouTube thing, man. I'm just trying to share what I know. And, you know, I'm only in like 6 years, starting my 7th year. You know, I don't know everything there is to know out here, and I don't claim to. But if I can pass some knowledge on to somebody else and help you out, then that's what I'm trying to do. And that's pretty much what your trainers are trying to do too. So, you know, like I said, you got to be personable with them. You got to be attentive and willing to learn from them, because those two things right there are just, they kind of wrap into one. You know, that kind of shows them what kind of driver you want to become. You know, and like I said, you know, ask questions, be involved. You know, if he's doing something, he may not just take for granted that, oh, okay, I'm gonna go do this, do that, whatever. He may take that for granted because he's just in the habit of doing it. But you want to say, okay, you're doing this. Say, well, why are you doing that? What is the result of this? You know, but like I said, you want to learn more than just how to drive that truck. You want to learn about bridge law, learn all about that stuff. You know, you'll learn as you go tips of certain loads you'll pick up based on weight. You'll know, okay, I can put my tandems about this hole and I'll be good. You won't even have to scale. But things like that, I mean, if he does that, ask him why he did it. And ask him how he knows that. You know, each hole on those trailers, each from one hole to the next hole is so much weight. So when you slide it, you know what I mean? He knows, okay, I can move it about 3 holes and I'll be good. You know, because he knows all that stuff. Pick his brain. Ask him why he's doing all that stuff, you know. I actually ran into a kid. I was getting fuel at a pilot not too long ago, and I ran into a kid who couldn't figure out the pump. And I said, well, I seen him struggling, and I went over and asked him. I said, you need help, or is your car not working, or whatever? And he said, I don't know what I'm doing. He says, it wants a trip number. I don't know what that is. You know, that's just poor training, you know. And like I said, if you're in a situation where everything is just going wrong, or you don't feel like you're learning because they don't want to teach you, some trainers are bad, man. Some just are out for the money. You know, they don't care, you know. And that's why one thing I also suggest as far as training goes, go to a company that you know for sure. When you go out with a trainer, you're not running as a team. When you're driving, he's in that seat next to you to help you and guide you. So that's one of the big things I would look for too. I mean, guys, there's so much more I could get into with this. It could go, like I said, 20 billion different ways. But those are the big key points, in my opinion, that I could think of off the top of my head. And to keep it simple, I should say. So, but yeah, I mean, that's basically all I got for you now. So, the next video we're going to do is probably going to be about some safety tips. Because I got a couple things I want to get to there. And then we're going to get into what tools you should carry on the truck with you. We're going to get into that. And just all kind of stuff, man. So, alright, I guess that's about it. So, real quick, I know this video is getting long. I want to cut it off, though. Real quick, I just want to make a shout out again to Jeffrey L. Check out his channel. He's a real good guy. If you have any questions about anything, you know, you can email him, and then he'll give you his phone number, or he'll get your number, whatever. Talk back and forth. He's a real good guy. Check out his channel. And also, I forgot to mention one of the big guys out here on YouTube, Trainer James. Go check out Trainer James if you don't know who he is. I'll put a link to his channel. He's another good guy. He's doing like a part-time recruiting thing, trying to help people. So I'm sure you guys know who Trainer James is, but he's a good guy. I mean, I've never talked to him, never met him, you know, but just based on what he's trying to do, he's good in my book. So again, Jeffrey L, Trainer James, check those two guys out. Stay tuned for the stuff coming up, and if you guys want to talk to me, I'll put my email address in the link below. It's helpwithtrucking@hotmail.com. Send me an email, you know, if you got any questions, anything trucking related, any of my videos, whatever. And, you know, I'll find a way to get a hold of you. We can talk on the phone, whatever you want to do. So I'm trying to help you guys out. Like I said before, I don't want you to repeat my mistakes. So, all right, I guess that's about it. So I'm going to get back on the road here, and I guess I'm going back to pick up my second load. So, all right, that's it for now. So, happy Father's Day to everybody. Remember, check out Jeffrey L. and Trainer James. Email me if you want. I'll put all the links down below. And I guess that's it. So, all right, guys, be smart, be safe, and I'll see you on down the road. Take it easy.